Yet the twin facts of Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection are more variously and fully reported and historically established than almost any other facts of the history of mankind. And it is incredible that this fact of Jesus' resurrection, even though it has been subjected to more legal examination and literary examination, more psychological examination than any other fact, yet it still remains absolutely sure and certain. So that even we, who are probably reckoned to be the most technically and scientifically advanced society in our world, we are observing this Easter more realistically than we've ever done before. And it's not looking at it as the renewal of the rites of spring or some wishful hope that death was not real. With the advance of scholarship that we have observed over these past 10 or 20 years, we're more certain of this event than ever before. With this archaeological examination and research, we're more sure of the manuscript evidence than ever we were before. So that we know that legend or lies or grave robbers or hallucinating disciples do not explain this fact of history, that this man went through all the things that we know cause death and was pronounced dead by the experts in death of that time, and yet he lived. And he lived not by getting a new body. That's it. That's the incredible thing. Not by getting a new body, but by coming with the same body, with all the symptoms in it that would indicate death. Now, loved ones, that's a new force and power in our universe. That's not like the physical life that you and I have pulsing through our bodies at this minute. It's not. That's a different power. And I think some of us feel, if that's a power that exists in our universe, why only that once? Why did it not again and again express itself? It did. It did. While Jesus was here in a physical body, he expressed and manifested that power. And you see, this life destroyed death, so that Jesus himself has always been alive. He was alive long before he came to Nazareth, and he's been alive ever since he ascended off the earth and left Palestine. And so his was the life force that manifested itself to the Old Testament people. Loved ones, it was Jesus' resurrection life that enabled a 90-year-old lady to have a baby. It was Jesus' resurrection life that came to a Red Sea and divided it so that the Israelites could pass through. It was Jesus' resurrection life that made a little cruse of oil last and last and last, day in and day out. It was Jesus' resurrection life that healed people in Old Testament times. It was Jesus who walked beside Daniel in the fiery furnace and was the fourth person and prevented the flames burning up Daniel's body, even though the flames touched his body. And loved ones, that power has always been in our world. And really, we shouldn't be surprised at all of this. Loved ones, it's because the only reason we continue to exist is this resurrection life force is raising the sun every day, is coming into the midst of hopelessness and coming into the midst of deadness and creating life against all the odds. And loved ones, this life power We can't do without it. I mean, you know yourself where you've got on the basis of the physical and mental powers that you and I have. And you know the barriers that you've come up against that you cannot get through. You know certain attitudes of certain people in your work that will not change. You know in your home there are certain things there that you can't change. You've given them books to read, you've prayed for them, you've tried to influence them, and nothing changes. You and I know there are financial things and professional career things that we cannot break with all our efforts. Loved ones, Jesus' resurrection life specializes in that kind of situation. And not only have we the evidence of it here in this historical event of his resurrection, but I challenge you, can you look anywhere in this world and fail to see evidences of this incredible power changing the unchangeable? And inserting enough of these little miracles into our observations that we are convinced that we cannot see everything and we cannot understand everything. If you say to me, how can I experience it in my own life? It's easy. Just one plain principle. Be it unto you according to your faith. That's it.